There's no doubt that video games are important to many people around the world, especially high schoolers and people our age. For me personally, I love to play video games on my spare time and I enjoy playing them whenever I get the chance. So today we will be going over some of the most anticipated games coming in 2020. Disclaimer, this list includes only the announced games that we have sufficient information on. Number 5, Resident Evil 3. Last year in 2019, Resident Evil 2 was many people's game of the year, and after the announcement of Resident Evil 3, people have been waiting for this new remake where you control the original character Jill Valentine through Raccoon City. This horror game is going to be anxiety-inducing, so be prepared to be frightened as you get chased by unstoppable behemoths unleashed to hunt you down, Nemesis and Mr. X. This game is going to take place along the same timeline as Resident Evil 2 and even was announced to include a multiplayer game mode. Be prepared for a fright and an exciting time if you're going to play the new Resident Evil 3 remake coming out early in 2020 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Number 4, a controversial pick for some, being the only virtual reality game on this list, HalfLife Alyx is going to be one not as open to everyone as Resident Evil 3 per se. However, this does not make it any less exciting. If anything, this brings a whole new life into the VR system with this other horror anxiety style of game. This is the third installment of the Half-Life series. In this game, you'll be playing as Alyx in what appears to be the setting before the story of Half-Life 2 in City 17. This is the first big AAA full-length video game set in VR and is a very risky move for Valve that could be a big leap forward for VR or could be a big flop and be a large reason why VR is having a very hard time getting off the ground. This game looks to be pretty exciting and is a great reason for people to invest in their own VR headset if they haven't already. At number 3, we have Doom Eternal. Let's be honest, it's a Doom game. We've seen gameplay from E3 and it looks like exactly what everyone wants from a Doom game. Fast-paced, high-action, lots of gore gameplay that all Doom players know and loved from the last game, which made it so successful. This game takes the player on an adventure to save Earth as it is on the brink of destruction, being overrun by demons. This storyline will take you through space, heaven, and hell in order to save what's left. Doom has always been a game that shines more in its gameplay, and Bethesda has assured us that this will stay the same as we get to play as the Doomslayer, the best demon hunter out there. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Halo Infinite. 343 Industries and Xbox have a lot riding on this new title. After the weak audience response to Halo 4 and Halo 5, 343 has to hit the jackpot big on this new Halo title. The trailer played at E3 2019 has grabbed the attention of many and has the ability to bring a lot of popularity back to Xbox with this exclusive title. 343 Industries has created a new Slipspace engine just for the new Halo game. This powerful new engine has the goal of creating the new Halo game with a mix between having cinematic beauty and exciting gameplay. If 343 can deliver on its promise to make this Halo game top of its class, this could be one of the most beautiful and best played Halo games ever made. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we have Cyberpunk 2077. With an outstanding and extremely memorable announcement at E3 with the showcasing of Keanu Reeves, Cyberpunk 2077 has a big reputation that it needs to live up to. Being a new open-world RPG, Cyberpunk 2077 has promised to have a large, lively city map known as Night City. The developers CD Projekt Red have given the player a large amount of freedom to choose what kind of path they want to take their main character. This fluid class system lets the player choose his or her own path and form their character to their own playstyle. With what is in store and the amount of detail that we can already see present, Cyberpunk 2077 looks like it can be either one of the best or the best game of the year. As long as CD Projekt Red can fulfill its promise and pull through with how detailed and player-specific this game is, then this game will be great. That's our top 5 most anticipated games coming out in 2020. It honestly was really hard to determine the top ones, and it may not be exactly what you think, but this is what we are anticipating to be the best of the best coming in 2020.